you're ever looking for the perfect appetizer for a dinner party, look no further than black olives and rosemary. These have been sizzling away for not even 10 minutes. All it is black olives sprinkled with rosemary. There's already got plenty of rosemary in there. A little bit of olive oil. Accompany that with some bread, and I can guarantee your house guests are going to be like, what is that? They are delicious. A little number to add to your next house party. Hi, welcome to another day inside as it's raining again in Sydney. Today we're going to be looking at olives, both black and green. Most of you may or may not know, if you pick an olive off the tree, you cannot just eat it. The green ones take a lot longer, black a little bit less, but it's anywhere from a week to months to get them to a cured state where you can actually eat them and enjoy them. Yesterday we were lucky enough to shoot around to some of the local areas which I know where there's access to olives. We jumped up there and picked a bunch, and thank you to my friends who have donated their olives. We'll start with the black ones. A lot of them had fallen from the tree. They've already started to ripen. These ones are obviously a lot harder, and these ones are a bit softer. So the curing times for these ones are going to be a lot less. So first step, fill the reservoir with water, get your olives in there, and you're going to let them sit for 3 days. Okay, what that's going to do, it's going to sort of slowly start softening the skin. That's going to be the start of our process. So these ones have been sitting for 3 days now, and what we'll do, we will drain them all off. We're going to add some apple cider vinegar, 1 cup. Get that in there. The same amount of water. And now we're going to add 1 cup of, maybe not 1 cup, maybe just under a cup of salt. Put that down there. Sprinkle them all over. And now we're just gonna let all that rub into each other. As you can see, they're all nicely coated. Beautiful. We're gonna let that sit now for a week, but every day, twice a day, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna give it a nice little flick. Just let it sort of sit there. Don't disturb it too much after you've done it a little flick. Put a little cloth back on it, like so. And just leave that for a week. And after a week, they're going to be nice and soft and pretty much ready to go. So if you do try one and it's still a bit bitter, just leave it for a little bit longer, give it a little shake and keep the process going. But that's pretty much it for the black olives. Welcome back. Time for the green olives. A little bit different. They take a little bit longer. Basically, what we need to do, gently crush the olives, not obliterate them. We're just splitting the skin, simple as that. As you can see, it's straight away softer, a little bit of goop comes out. That's it, don't obliterate them. So what we're gonna do, we're going to do the rest of these olives and we're gonna put them in water and we're gonna change the water twice a day and we're gonna leave them in that water for 3 days. And after the 3 days, then we're going to let them brine up in some jars and we'll get them going. So I'm going to finish this off. I'll get them in the water and then we'll shoot onto some olives that we've done previously. Right. Now these guys have been in the water for 3 days. They're quite soft and they're good to go. So what we need to do now, we need to create a little bit of a brine with salt and water. 1/4 cup of salt. Get it in there. I'm using boiling water just to break all the salt down. Apple cider vinegar. Alrighty, and now I'm just going to use some water where we need it to be. So I've got about 500 ml of brine, salted water. Now, these make great presents. So if you see some olives that go to waste and they're falling all over the floor, don't be afraid to jump in, collect them up, and I can guarantee it'll be worth your while. So I'm going to put a piece of lemon on the bottom. Just getting a nice little jar like so. We're going to add our olives. There we go. Too many there. Get them in nice and tight. Here we're going to put in a little bit of chili. because I like a little bit of spice. So you can, this is optional obviously. These are uber hot, these ones, but get it in there. A couple of bay leaves. I'm going to put a little bit of rosemary and some Mary jam. You can use thyme, oregano. This happens to be what's in the garden right now. So in she goes. We add the brine, fill her up, make sure everything's submerged, get that right down. Beautiful. And a little bit of olive oil on the top. That way it helps with the keeping the water, everything down. Pop the lid on there like so. Now we're gonna let that sit in the house, on the windowsill, wherever you like, for a month, and they will be good to go. So yes, as you can see, that would make a great present for somebody. And yeah, there's nothing better than homemade olives.